On October 29th of 2008, a YouTube channel entitled Courting Condi uploaded its first 4 videos. The channel's description promotes a film that it purports to be the world's first musical docu-tragic comedy, and the batch of uploads included a short sizzle trailer for Courting Condi. As per the trailer, the film follows Devin Rattray, the actor best known for playing Buzz McAllister in the Home Alone films, as he sets out to win the affections of then Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice.
I've been in love with Condoleezza Rice.
While traveling the country, Rattray appears to get more than he bargained for as he learns of Rice's sordid past, including involvement in international war crimes. The other 3 videos appear to be brief clips from the film, and while it's made clear that the tone of the film is comedic, with the channel's description drawing comparisons to Borat and Mamma Mia, the film's overall purpose seems to be bringing to focus Rice's role in the ongoing Iraq War and the military-industrial complex as a whole, through a narrative about an actor falling in love with and attempting to ask out the sitting Secretary of State. Courting Condi is presented as a documentary, with one clip entitled Raided and Bugged by Condi's Goons depicting the film's crew being interrogated by 2 men claiming to be federal troops.
Standing outside? Secret Service?
No, actually, we're with the Department of State. We are
Can I have a
federal
just check you out?
A week after the initial uploads, on November 5th of 2008, another clip was uploaded depicting Rattray and director Sebastian Doggart conversing about an unnamed studio agreeing to fund the film, then pulling out after the contracts had been signed.
You know, the reason why the studio gave the money and then pulled out even after they'd signed the contract was because someone high up in the Republican Party, probably Rove, put pressure on them and said, if you do this movie, we're going to mess with your business.
Doggart claims that a high-ranking Republican official, namely President George W. Bush's senior advisor Karl Rove, was conspiring to kill the film, while Rattray laughs off this theory. On November 13th, the film's full trailer was uploaded to YouTube, featuring cameos by actor Adrian Grenier and comedian Jim Norton, who offer advice to Rattray on wooing Secretary Rice. A quick glance at the film's Wikipedia page paints a picture of a production plagued with disruption and chaos, inflicted by powerful government officials. But did the Bush administration really attempt to suppress the production of Courting Condi, or was this simply a clever marketing ploy? The history section depicts a saga that begins with the IFC Center in New York screening a promo for the film in April of 2007, which led to Discovery Communications opting to produce the film with a $600,000 budget. Shortly thereafter, however, Karl Rove got wind of the film's negative depiction of the Bush administration and warned Discovery that if they continued with the project, it could jeopardize the corporation's relationship with the government. This resulted in Discovery buying out of their contract with the film's producers for $150,000, thus forcing the crew to produce the film on a significantly reduced budget. The UK's Channel 4 eventually stepped in to provide funding, and the film was reportedly finished in September of 2008. However, most of the sources for this portion of the article lead either to dead links or interviews with director Sebastian Doggart, making its validity uncertain. Despite lack of evidence for any disruption of the film's production, the release and exhibition of Courting Condi did appear to be a rocky one. The Wikipedia article goes on to detail how Stanford University's Film Society had sought to screen the film on December 2nd of 2008, in spite of the fact that former academic fellow Condoleezza Rice was due to return to the university as a faculty member the following February. The Film Society had also scheduled a post-film debate in which pro-Rice advocates were invited to participate. However, a week before the scheduled screening, Radar Online published an article reporting that the screening had been canceled by Stanford. In an email to Doggart, Stanford Film Society co-president Carrie Mahurin explains, "We have become increasingly alienated by the strong political and personal agenda associated with Courting Condi," going on to say that because of, quote, logistical issues, that the Film Society did not want to schedule competing events. Doggart told Radar, "This has all the hallmarks of Rice's cronies scaring the Stanford Film Society into pulling the screening." A Huffington Post article from January of 2009 reports Doggart alleging that conservative forces within the university or even the federal government shut down the screening. He goes on to say, quote, "I suspect someone made a call to them and said, 'Screening this film is not in your best interest.'" In response, the Film Society president published an open letter stating, "I canceled the screening of Courting Condi partly because the film itself is poorly made and boring, and partly because of an incident in which the filmmaker sent offensive emails to several Stanford professors and administrators." She dismissed the claims that the university was intimidated into canceling the screening, stating, quote, "I've never heard a single complaint about Stanford trying to shut anyone down. I think the university has shown, 1,000 times over, an extreme sensitivity to free speech and a firm commitment to open dialogue, no matter the topic." Back on the film's Wikipedia page, the article states that in response to the Stanford controversy, the University of Denver, where Secretary Rice attended, had organized a screening of the film on March 2, 2009, also to be followed by a debate. The article depicts fierce opposition from the university's administration, including claims that Vice Chancellor Jim Burscheit used, quote, "bureaucratic obstacles and straight intimidation of students to stop the event." Once again, most of the sources from this section are dead links, making it hard to verify any of these claims. However, a posting on Amnesty International's blog from March 2, 2009 at least confirms that the screening indeed took place, and that Secretary Rice's former history professor was present to debate Colorado State Senator Sean Mitchell, arguing that Rice should be tried as a war criminal. The film eventually played the festival circuit, including the Cannes Film Festival, and was released through the IndiesDirect.com website under the title True Bromance. The few reviews that have been published actually paint the film in a positive light, generally criticizing the bizarre, stalker-esque approach, but praising the overall message about the United States' involvement in war crimes. Director Sebastian Daugert went on to direct a more conventional documentary about Condoleezza Rice's rise to power, entitled American Faust: From Condi to Neo-Condi, which is readily available to view on various VOD outlets. However, the mystery that shrouds Courting Condi continues, and while the film did receive a DVD release, as of 2020, Courting Condi is out of print in this format and virtually impossible to find for resale. No torrent sites appear to have the film available for download, although Courting Condi cannot be considered completely lost. One copy does apparently exist at the Stanford University Library and is available for checkout. Maybe a student or local Palo Alton will access it and share it with the world to help us better understand the contents of this film. Until then, we can only base our judgment on the few clips and reviews that we have. And we're left to wonder if the alleged government interference surrounding Courting Condi was an elaborate marketing ploy cooked up by an ambitious director, or if a film with such an absurd premise could really have struck the ire of some of the most powerful people in the world. If you'd like to see more videos like this, hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'm Channel Serfer, and until next time, thanks for watching.